Hey, what's good, everyone? Hey, so I wanted to do a video on autopilot. I get so many questions on autopilot, and I think a lot of folks really have a ill notion or don't really understand what autopilot really is and what it is not. Overwhelmingly, most of the comments and questions I got on autopilot have to do with, well, why don't y'all just turn on autopilot and go to sleep? Something to that effect. Well, first, autopilot is a great tool. It's a great tool in modern aviation that allows pilots to stay ahead of the aircraft. The plane's moving 8 to 10 miles a minute at cruise. And we really need to not be in the present moment, but be miles and miles and miles ahead of the aircraft so we could prepare for the next phase of flight. So autopilot is a great tool in helping pilots do that. But autopilot is not a autonomous being that just takes over the plane and knows exactly what to do. Autopilot is only as good as the inputs that the pilot gives it. If I, as the pilot, put in the wrong location or waypoint or fix, which is basically like a GPS point in space where we fly to, if I put the wrong point in, it's going to go to that point. If I, as the pilot, tell it to fly to a certain altitude that is below a mountain top altitude, and I have the heading going to that mountain, it's going to fly straight into that mountain. Autopilot is not smart. It doesn't have a brain. It just does what it's told to do. So if you give it the wrong information, it's going to do exactly what you tell it to do. So there always needs to be one qualified pilot on that flight deck that's always monitoring autopilot, no matter what. Because autopilot is not what a lot of people think it is. It's not what you'll see in movies sometimes. It's only as good as what the pilot gives it. So, and that's why we always check our work too. We have two pilots. If one pilot puts something in wrong, the other pilot's going to check them and say, hey, is that right? Because autopilot's not going to check them. It's just going to do what the pilot gives it. So I hope that helps. If you got any more questions on anything, especially autopilot, just hit me up. I'm here. Peace.